first question for you, first of all, tell us, how does it feel, you're gonna be sworn in today, to formally become a CCSD trustee, has that feeling really sunk into you quite yet?
It has and it hasn't at the same time. It is really incredible and humbling and honor to be in this position and to have been selected by my District C, to serve in this capacity. So while I'm incredibly humbled and honored, I'm also ready to work.
Absolutely. How does your experience in education, translates into, what you hope to do on the school board? Talk a little bit about kind of that particular aspect.
Sure. So the work that I get to do on a daily basis is to help high school students move on to their post-secondary dreams, and that may mean college, trade school certificate programs. I'm deeply steeped in serving students who are first generation and have a desire to move into a college space or a trade school space or the workforce. And so my knowledge and skills and experience serving first generation students, supporting young people and families to pursue their educational dreams is something that I will bring with me to the board here at CCSD. I know our students and families have incredible dreams, have extraordinary dreams, and I want to make sure that our board, and I want to contribute to a board that is effective in developing policy and setting expectations so that we can move forward as a community.
Absolutely. Once you're seated on the dais, you're ready to go, what's just in general, what's kind of your outlook for the rest of the year?
Generally, my outlook is that we have a incredible group of leaders who and my colleagues who are working towards making progress, and I'm thrilled to be a part of that. We have some extraordinary challenges as a community that we're facing, certainly as a school district, and I want to work with everyone on our board, all the members who have been elected recently and current members to find solutions to our system's most pressing challenges. I think that there is a lot of room for growth in our district, and I'm enthusiastic and excited to know that my colleagues also feel the same way too.
Absolutely. What are two things, you would hope to, accomplish, while you're on the school board, or perhaps some goals?
Allow me 1 second, Jeremy. I'm going to put my do not disturb on my other chat features here that are going on.
No worries, no worries.
So two things that you can you repeat the question for me one more time, please?
Absolutely. What are two things, you hope to accomplish while you are serving as CCSD trustees, or if not accomplish, at least two goals?
Two areas that I want to focus on and really dive deep is ensuring that our students are receiving a quality education and diving really into the data to determine what's happening at our schools at large. District C has predominantly had it background and experience. District C has been disproportionately what do I want to say about District C? Forgive me, I'm having a hard time with my words. Chat is going left and right here. But District C has disproportionately been impacted by underperforming schools and systems. And I want to learn why that's the case and what we have to do to improve it. Our students deserve a high quality education, and I know that we have incredible talent in our district to make that happen. So that's one area that I want to focus on. And the other is persistence rates, making sure that we determine and evaluate what's happening with our students upon graduating from high school, really making sure that they're ready for life after high school, and then and following them through, and really looking at our students and our demographics. Our district is majority Latino serving, with a special emphasis on Brown and Black students. And if our students are not graduating, especially our Black and Brown students are not graduating at the same rate that other students in our district are, I have a lot of curiosities and hoping to work with my colleagues on the board to address the challenges that our community face.
Absolutely. And speaking of challenges, you come, to the school board, starting out as a trustee during a very challenging time during education. I think that that's pretty much the consensus, no matter how you view education. It's been a challenging year, you know, um, being that, with so many of the struggles, that we saw with distance education and whatnot, and the discussion over, getting kids back into the building. What do you hope, as far as as far as being part of that discussion and trying to figure all this stuff out?
First of all, I'm a parent of a 10-year-old boy who is currently doing distance education today. He's really nervous and excited to be back online after a 2-week break. And I know that many students across our district and educators and staff and admin also feel the same way. We are living in extraordinary times. This current moment with COVID has complicated and added layers of complexity to all of our lives. We know that there are a lot of challenges. I know that there are a lot of challenges when it comes to distance learning. I'm living them as we speak. And I know that I'm living a portion of some of the challenges that our community is facing. And when I'm looking at making decisions for when I'm as in my upcoming board meetings, I'm hoping to make decisions based on my values, based on the health and safety of our community, and making sure that we are protecting talent and students from this incredible virus that exists in our community. It's not disappearing on its own, and I'm looking forward and eager to see how we continue to work on curbing the rates of COVID so that we can reopen buildings as soon as possible.
Absolutely, absolutely. Last few questions. Obviously, there's been just in general, just a lot of discussion regarding, the distance learning aspect, getting kids back into the building. What are just, your general thoughts about having a concrete school reopening plan? Because obviously that will be on the minds of so many parents and students as well.
Mhm. Parents, students, educators, support professionals. I mean, really, our district serves 307,000 students, right? And we've got an enormous workforce as well, one of the largest in Clark County and possibly the state. So a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions and maybe very little answers right now. I think that when our board is meeting again on the 14th, there will be a possible discussion with respect to the reopening of our buildings. And so far, what we know is that the last time that the board discussed this item, they provided feedback to the superintendent so that he and his team could come back with additional insight to a potential plan. Now, I'm really looking forward to that meeting so that we can learn more about what the superintendent and his team can present to us so that we can hopefully make some more informed decisions. But it is difficult to predict the future. Today, I wish I had a crystal ball. I really wish I could predict what tomorrow was going to look like. I know that there are a lot of needs across the entire board, and families are eager. Some families are eager to get back into buildings, and some are terrified. And so we've got to find. I'm hoping to find a delicate balance in that, but certainly excited to hear what the superintendent has to share with the board on the 14th and beyond.
Absolutely, absolutely. And obviously, you're going to be one of three brand new trustees on the board. Starting tonight, you're going to be working along with Lisa Guzman and Katie Williams. Are you looking forward to working with them along with the other board members? Who obviously have done this before.
We're really lucky to have some incredible board members who have experience in this space and have been great guides and support systems as for me as I navigate this new territory. One thing that I know we all have in common, and that from my perspective, one thing that we all have in common is that we're dedicated to the success of our community through education, and I'm really looking forward to honing in on that strength so that we can make some incredible progress for our students and our families. I'm a product of CCSD. I grew up and went to Mojave High School. And every time I think about our students and our families, I see myself in them. I see my mom in the eyes of our parents and my dad in the eyes of our parents. When I see our students, I also think of my son and, really just enthusiastic to be of service to our community through the school board and as a member of the Board of Trustees.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And lastly, is there anything else you want to add on top of everything else you said regarding, now that you're a CCSD trustee, ready to take the dice and, make some, big decisions, whatever they may be for the district?
I want to say that I've learned some incredible amount about our district and about our community through this role and position, and I know I have a lot to learn, and I'm eager to learn. My biggest priority is to listen and hear our community, especially our students and families, as I navigate these moments and times, and hopefully I can serve as the best advocate to advance our entire district moving forward. My motivations and my desire to be of service are really rooted in how important I believe education is. It has transformed my life. Thanks again to my mother, who has really growing up reinforced the importance of quality education. And so I'm hoping to continue her living legacy by advocating for our incredible students and community, especially when it comes to educational equity and making sure that our students across CCSD at large have a fighting chance when they leave high school and beyond.